Devil dogs, the compound's open. What's up, devil dogs? Come on down. Cheers. Let's give everybody a second to jump on in. Got the good old Starlink hooked up. How's the day looking for you? Bright, ugly, dark, gloomy? What's going down, man? Just another day in paradise? Ugh. Just another day in paradise, brother. Dude, Iran and Israel, that's an interesting where's my wallet? Okay. A lot of things going down, brother. A lot of things going down. Well, Europe's doing good. No issues over there, right? Deutschland's not getting all crazy again. We gotta handle Mexico out here, but that'll be a 1-2, brother. We'll take care of that, no problem. Where am I going? I guess I could go this way. Sunshine, slow day at work, so I can't complain. Nice, man. Easy money, brother. Easy money. Those are always nice, dude. Nice, chill day at work. You're kind of happy to be there. I'm telling you, man, I used to drive by this Home Depot, and there used to be at least 10 dudes out there waiting for work. Not no mo. Not no mo. I guess the rumor, you know how chicks have, you know, like read like Facebook posts about, you know, whatever. They are really into like selling stuff on Facebook or like the doorbell, the ring cameras. There's like a neighborhood watch. I guess a lot of people have been sharing videos or messages about ICE about ICE raiding restaurants and businesses out here. Now, there's been like a car wash where I live. Has been ICE has been out, and a couple of Mexican restaurants down here in P-Town. Which, you know, it's you go in any business out here, you'll probably find one illegal. Especially the places you know they work at, you know. Car washes, taco shop, a warehouse of some sort. There's a lot of warehouses out here. Yeah, here I've been seeing a lot, man. I've been seeing a lot. Heavy South American or Mexican, Latino, like heavy like population out here, and you can just throw a rock and you can probably get an illegal. I heard a barber shop got hit. Barbershops are a big one. Good morning. What's going on, doll? How you doing? How's Italy treating you? How's the weather? The men are looking good. You got a gym crush. What's going down in Italy? The wine's tasting good. How's the food? How's your day going, E? What's going on? Give me some intel here. Your gym crush said hi to you. I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, it'll be interesting, man. There'll be a lot more people getting deported. Especially, I think the commander-in-chief wanted ICE to focus more on basically LA, New York, and Chicago, which I totally understand. Tired studying a lot. Oh, what are you studying for? Studying. You're already pretty smart. You don't need to be studying even more. You know, like 3 languages. You're very well traveled. You ride a Harley. You know, what you studying for? Oh wait, you're wait. You told me. I screwed up. What are you going for? I forget. Yeah, studying for you do teaching, right? You teach. You're a teacher. Programming languages. Oh, you're a programmer. That's right. You program too. Oh my goodness, dude, you're such a nerd, bro. Programming languages. Yes, math. I love math. Oh, I can nerd out with math. I can totally nerd out with math. Math's easy, man. There's only one answer, and it's the correct answer. There's no punctuation marks, there's no run-on sentences, there's no verb before the noun. You know, it's I before E except after C, whatever. You know, I love math. It's simple. And it's true. You know, it's a true way of thinking. Everything has an angle or geometry, anything like that. I love math. It's easy. Yeah, I don't even programming languages. I don't even know what that means. Like programming languages in a computer? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. How's the water out there? You going to the beach lately? Dive in the water? Amazing to hear. In general, people hate it. Oh, I know. Well, I was just always pretty good at it. You know, I always got answers wrong because I'd always try to do the answers in my head, you know, or something. I would always ballpark it, like, I think it's like 3 point, and it would be right, but it would be off by a couple points or whatever, fractions or whatever. But the more you know about like geometry and math, you could take a lot of that knowledge into combat. That's why I like it. That's why I really liked it. I liked it when I was younger. But when you're fighting a war, a lot of stuff that you do in combat, or not like, you know, when you shoot something straight, you know, it goes straight. And if you're down below and he's up high, there's angles you have to adjust by. There's, you know, pieing the window. If you're shooting an artillery piece, there's angles and trajectory, and you got to do quick math on your head when you fight a war. That's 100% true. 100% true. You got to do very quick math in your head, because when you shoot something, it's going to go far, straight, far, and up and over. You know, you got to, if you take in indirect fire, you got to figure out where that's coming from, and that's, oh boy, what is that? An angle. You got to find the 2 angles, and they end up crossing each other. Anyways, and math is just a number and a zero. You know, it's a number, zero, number, zero, number, zero, zero, one, zero, zeros and ones. And there's only 9 numbers, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then it kind of just rinses and repeats. I have a huge, what's up, name? Not man. I studied Russian in my spare time. I like learning new languages. Wow, you guys are crazy, man. I mean, I get that makes a lot of sense. If you guys are easy to travel, and like, that makes sense. Russian too, Bobo. You got to know your enemy. You know, you got to know what those bastards are talking about. You know. Hey, what's up, Jupiter? Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Girls go to Venus to get a lot of ween. Just kidding. What is it? Girls go to girls go to Jupiter, boys go, I don't know. Anyways, Matt, good morning. Hey, Alice, what's going on? Good morning. Simplify, how you doing, Alice? Do the math on that one. That's also importante. And 0, 0. Neil, yeah. Neil is very important. What's up, 600 Plant Life? Oh, I like lettuce. Son, just kidding. Legalize dreamfish? What? Colorado River toad? What? I don't even know. Ooh, salvia, all holy medical plants? Well, you know. Hemp magic mushrooms, the magic carpet ride, a whole new world. Aladdin, anyone? You guys seen the old Aladdin? A whole new world. I don't even know. I can't. That's so much. San Pedro ketamine. Oh my God. You're just full. You're all into this stuff. Vines, cannabis, hemp, magic mushrooms, salvia. Salvia. Whew. I stick to a couple beers and a couple joints, brother. I don't need to go down the wacky tobacco. You know what I'm saying? A couple beers, a couple J's, I'll be good, man. I like to fly high. Do the thug shake. Make it clap. Make it clap. Steve? Lit Steve, what's up, Lit Steve? How you doing, brother? Simplify, man. Truffle shuffle. Oh, what? Oh no. The truffle shuffle. What is that? I totally forgot. I know what it is, but I forgot. What's that from, Boba? What is the truffle shuffle from? I know what is that from. That has to be from. Having a J with the beer right now. Oh, Mr. Q, what's up, brother? Quattro. I'll be a couple hours behind you, brother. But there's the Angels play the Yankees tonight, and that's what I'll be doing tonight, man. I'll be watching Judge and Mike Trout having a brewski and having a J, man. Italy having good beers. Oh, little E having a beer. I see. Free Palestine. Palestine's free, brother. Believe me. Everyone's free. Every Palestinian is absolutely free. They can go get their 72 virgins and heaven with Allah and Muhammad, you know? Ozzy, what's up, brother? Simplify, man. Sounds like a plan A. I'm a little jealous that you're doing it. It's a little early for me right now. I got to get the cobwebs out of my head, you know? I got to get the heart going, the blood pumping. I gotta always watch my weight. So before I do anything, I always gotta exercise just a little bit, man. I always have to keep the weight off, man. Just for my back, you know. I can't put any extra weight on my back, but soon I'll be right behind you, Q. Skulls of truth, knowledge is power. Truffle shuffles from the Goonies. Oh, damn it, dude! It's from the Goonies. It's from the Goonies. I knew it, man. I never growing up. I've watched that movie, but I always watched it at my cousin's house. You know, me and my brother, when we were little, we would go, and then they would. That was like their movie, so we would always watch it there. So I never watched it a lot. You know, at home I never watched it. I only watched it with my cousins. You know, but I forget. You know, it was a good movie. I just, you know, I couldn't never memorize it. You know, that was an awesome movie, especially when you're younger. It still holds up, man. I can still watch it. It's like an adventure movie, you know. The Truffle Shuffle, and a lot of good actors in that movie. A lot of those guys became pretty well known. What's up, brother? What's up, just in case? I love saying that name. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Remember the movie The Gate? The Gate. I don't think I've seen the movie The Gate. No, I'm pretty solid with movies. I'm from Youngstown. Hey, Youngstown in the building. What about the drink Molokolo? I don't think I've ever had that one. I don't think I've ever had that one, E. What is that? What does that contain? A little rum or vodka, or what's the drink of choice for Madame, for little E right here? What's the drink of choice for little E? Youngstown. Is that Boston? I don't even know where Youngstown. Mike Wallace, what's up, brother? Simplify, man. Tequila Sunrise is a good drink, I think. Tequila Sunrise? Yeah. Dude, I can't drink tequila, dude. I'll black out, dude. Tequila puts me down. My Mexican side does not hold true to tequila. No way. I don't even drink liquor, dude. If I drink liquor, I just fall asleep. I'll just pass out. I'm a beer drinker there, boys. I used to try to drink liquor back to be cool when I thought it was cool, but it's definitely not cool, man. Oh, that's right. You're a Jack Daniels lady. That's right. And red wine, but rarely drink. Jack Daniels, a Harley, and then red wine to finish the night. I got you, E. That's right, you told me that. Jack Daniels. A whiskey girl, that's rare to find. That's very rare to find. I can't, man. Whiskey gal. There's not, I don't ever think I've known a female where if we went to the bar together to have a brewski, they would order, especially Jack Daniels, they would maybe order something like fruity or something. You know, a margarita. Interesting. Very interesting. Blue Label? Blue Label's good. Blue Label. Italian red wine is good, better than French. The French red wine's overrated, bro. No, the French just kind of try to corner that market because they're French and they think they're fancy. But French are a bunch of pussies, dude. I mean, World War II, Vietnam, they basically got us into Vietnam. So, I mean, Macron. I mean, ladies, you know this more than guys, but if I visited Emmanuel Macron in France and I said, hey man, what's up? I will judge him by the way his wife looks and treats him. And I don't respect him just because his wife is like 50 years older than him, and she bitch slapped him. That's a true thing, right, ladies? You'll judge when you meet a man. You'll judge him by the girl that he's with and how he dresses and blah blah blah, right? Same thing with guys. If I meet a guy with the girl, I'll look at his girlfriend, and if he treats them with respect, then I'll be like, oh, seems like everything's good. But you know what I'm saying? And she's supposed to be a dude. I also drink vodka, rum, and wine. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Are there any beer drinkers around here? Give me a beer. Give me another beer. There's a reason for the French being called surrender monkeys. I never heard that before. Dude, I mean, I just... Oh, and they, not only did they surrender, but they went along with it. And the old WW2 days. I mean, World War I, they did good, you know. I'll give them credit for that, but they had a lot of help, and I think a lot more French people died than anyone else. But we don't see Germany complaining. You know, Germany went right back to war, and the French were like, "Nah, we're good, bro. Like, we're good." And then they had Vichy France, you know, right? Gotta go, man. Gotta go. Can't deal with that nonsense. Bridget and Manuel just boys. Boys being boys, dude. How can you look that? I mean, yeah, guys. Like, I'm not the one to judge a book by its cover, or I am. But when it comes to like looks and whatever, dude, like, but comes a time and place where you're just like, dude, you're fucking ugly, dude. Like, what happened? But then it might be a man, so it's like, oh, you're like an ugly. You're just a really pretty dude then. If you're not a really ugly chick, then you're just a pretty dude, which is still an ugly chick, you know. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Super 5, brother. I just got back into drinking beer. All right. I only do like 3 beers, man. I can't do any more. I can barely drink as it is, you know. It's just, it doesn't settle right no more, you know. Like, the hangover's gotten worse. You know, even when I catch a good buzz, I still feel kind of shitty, you know? You just kind of, I don't know why. I don't know what happened to me, man. It's been that way. I got that way for a couple of years now. I used to party hard. Maybe I partied too much. I used to love drinking, man. Just boys being boys. Dude, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's true or not, but I mean, she's one ugly chick or one pretty lady boy, you know, and that ain't saying that much because she's still ugly. Oh my God, I don't know. It's hard to look at her, to be honest, because it looks weird. It looks like her hair's fake. It looks like she's had so much Botox it pulls back her skin. She doesn't almost look like a human being. Poor fans. I knew you were a player and never commit to marriage. What? A player? I live in California, man. Everybody in California is a player. I don't know what that really means. Player and I won't commit to marriage? I'm not sure, Selena. I'm not sure what that all means. What do you mean, a player? I don't follow your lingo, me lady. I'm ugly and fat and still don't like you. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. All right, well, on to the next one. My short king. Hey, hello, my short king. Hey, what's up, Burning Wolf? What's going on, brother? Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi. What's up, Jesse's girl? Jesse's. Dang, kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. What generation you from? Generation X, brother. Dun, 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 dun. What generation am I from? What do you mean? What generation? Like, Gen X or what? Like millennial? I'm a millennial, I guess. I'm a Generation Global War on Terror, brother. Ooh, get some. Get some. I got your back, brother, man. Hey, thanks, Jesse. I appreciate it. I'm not cold. Well, I don't know what. I didn't. Why'd you call yourself fat and ugly? Don't call yourself fat and ugly. That's not nice. That's not good. I mean, unless it's true, then fix it. You know, go do a couple laps around the neighborhood. You know, go work it off. Build up that confidence. Stay away from makeup. Yeah, it's just confidence. You're all good. Typical angry YouTuber sit on videos they hate to run their mouth. Selena, go somewhere else. Yeah. Jesse's girl, Stacy's mom, who's got it going on. You're all that I want, and I waited so long. She will never catch. By player, she means the guys can't keep, will cheat or leave. Oh my God. Yeah, someone called me a player when I was like in junior high. I remember that. I was like 7th grade, and I thought it was cool because I had like a date to the dance. You know, we had like 8th grade dance or something. And then some other girl, I wanted to go with the better looking, more popular girl, so I went with her instead of the other girl, and she called me a player. Yeah, I remember that. I still remember the girls too. Oh yeah. Or a pimp. Huh? A pimp or player? Yeah, I remember that. I remember those days. I remember those days. What's up, pimp? Everyone would call each other pimp or player. We would call girls hoes all the time. Yeah. No. Those days are long gone, brother. You have a couple bad nights in Vegas. You ain't trying to play nobody anymore after a long night in Vegas, brother. A lot of hospital trips after those, man. I already got PTSD. I don't need more STDs, you know. So no. No, hey, once you learn, man. There's a lot of people that, I live in California, fellas. Next to Vegas, Nevada, next to Mexico. You hear a lot of stories, man. And I don't know where you grew up, and I don't know how many females are around your area, but in my area, and then you have an older brother. Whew. Shoo, chingalo, man. I used to come home from football practice, man. My brother would be in the spa with like 3 chicks, dude. I'd be like, what? What? Nah, you don't, I mean, it is what it is. Dang, a doorbell licker, say it ain't so, devil dog. Devil dog. I don't even know what that means. Devil dog, what's up, Jesse? I don't know what that means. What are you referring to? Another hater from Andrew. So sad people are like this for no reason. Yeah, it's all right, sleeping. Somniac, what's up, brother? It's all right, man. Burning Wolf. As if it's the guy's fault, girls can't keep their hands to themselves. Yeah, usually guys don't. Well, it's hard for a guy to cheat, because that means he has to get another girl. And let's be clear, fellas, don't want to deal with it. But girls, all they have to do is answer a text. It's a lot easier for a female. It's super easy. That's why it's gross when you hear a female be like what's that one girl on OnlyFans, Betty Blue, like that. I guarantee that girl's gonna she's not long for this life, dude. Not good, dude. Not good, Andrew said you were as a doorbell licker. Jesse, let me see, Andrew. Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing, brother? Simplify, man. Welcome to the Devil's Compound. If you're new here, welcome. A little bit about myself. I started this channel just to connect with like-minded folk, veterans, people that love, the US of A, back the blue, all that good stuff. Or welcome in, vent out your frustration. I served in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom, the Iraq-Afghanistan War in the United States Marine Corps. I joined right after high school, and the Devil's Compound, so in the Marine Corps. So Germany gave us a nickname in World War I. The Kaiser's Army, Tufelhunden. I'm not German, so it's going to sound awful. But it means devil dog. And when you get a group of Marines together in a building, the Devil's Compound, So every Marine, we call each other devil dogs. So, or we just call each other devils. It's super easy, you know. You see a group of Marines, you want their attention. You, hey, devils, get over here, and they'll turn around and come over. Instead of going, hey, Selena, could you come over here? You know, no, you don't say each other's name. You know, you don't have a name in the Marine Corps. It's just rank and, you know. I appreciate your service. Thank you. Hey, anytime, brother. Jester hire. Thanks, man. It was. I was 18, man, and I didn't get home till I was like 22. I spent my 20th birthday, and I got to Kuwait on like 3 days before my birthday, and then like I think when I got there, it was my birthday. It was really strange because my sergeant gave me a knife. He gave me a knife for my birthday. It's pretty cool. I still got it. It's an Operation Iraqi knife. It's actually really nice. Is it normal to bleed when you pee? No one makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. Michelle. No, that's a doctor's appointment, man. That's penicillin and or they might have to cut off your ding dong, my friend. You might be like the guy in Game of Thrones, just a simpleton. What's up, Burning Wolf? Talk to a doctor. Hey, James Dean, dude. That's not safe. You're driving and operating a phone. I'm not operating phone, nor am I driving. I'm not doing any of those. Yeah, what's up, Howard? What's up, Luke? Simplify, guys. You and my little brother were in the same campaign. Nice, dude. Tell your brother I said thanks for his service, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I graduated high school in 2006, so I joined right like the peak of the insurgency. Like Saddam's army was captured or surrendered. Saddam got captured, and most of the guys that we ended up fighting were either like old military guys that didn't have a job and needed money, which I don't blame them. Guys that didn't want Americans being in their neighborhood, also don't blame them. And the ones I do blame are the dipshits that would fly in or somehow get into Iraq from other countries. They were the biggest problem. And that's how you cause problems. That's how, most of the people that were the problem were from Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Afghanistan, Iran, It was any random person that wanted to get some can fly out or drive out to Iraq and try to make it home, and I think we did a pretty good job. What's up, Anthony? Which guy in Game of Thrones, the Dragon Queen? The Dragon Queen had a whole army of soldiers without wings. I was thinking the bald guy, right? The bald guy that's kind of mischievous. Oh, yeah, dude, you're right. You're right. The whole, oh my God, you're right. I totally forgot. The whole army was full of dudes with no ding-dongs. I was just thinking that bald fat guy, that guy. And, oh, how shitty would that be, man? Like, is it true if you don't use it, you lose it? The Unsullied, yeah. Dude, what a great show, man. What a great effing show. What a great show. That was probably one of the greatest shows I've watched. And I was late to the party, dude. My older brother was watching it one day, and I thought he was a loser. I was like, what are you watching, man? Like, you're an idiot. And he's like, oh, man, it's really good, really good. And the first scene I watched is like the two brother and sisters trying to bang each other. I was like, oh, my God. I don't get the magic stuff, and it's not my forte. And it wasn't my brother's, but if he was into it, I was like, I gotta give it a try, man. My brother ain't no fool. So I checked it out, and dude, I used to go over to my brother's house just to watch it, dude. It was sick, man. That was a great show. What's up, Manuel? How do you feel about getting into the war and helping Israel when Trump promised to get us out of foreign wars? Well, you got it. Like, are we? So, we're not going to put boots on the ground if that. I mean, dude, we have already. So this, when you say a war, like when America goes to war, the House has to agree to go to war, and it has to be in like 75%. So the House has to declare a war, the Senate has to declare war, and then the president approves. Right? So the United States isn't a war. That's people have this concept of going to war as like this big one-on-one battle. We already have troops in Iraq. That's the war I fought. We never leave. If you ever hear of Americans being somewhere, we will never leave. So if you take Google how many troops are in the Middle East, there's probably 10,000 here, 5,000 here, 6,000 here, 4,000 here, all over Jordan, Kuwait, Iraq, Syria, you name it, we're probably around there. Like, if you think we're gonna like ship our tanks out there and go invade Iran, no, that's what everyone like assumes like the war is gonna be. What's gonna happen is we're just gonna bomb them, and that will be it. It'd be too much, No one's gonna go to Middle East and fight. No way. And the Joy will go there to the Goy. Send Greta to Iran. I wish, dude. That girl's insane. Hey, Rain Girl. Is that girl? That girl's 22. She looks like she's 10, bro. Like, she has a mental illness, dude. And one day, she's gonna get into either really big trouble, or someone's not gonna deal with it anymore. And I know. One day, dude, someone's not gonna put her. She's gonna be like a 30-year-old, crazy lady, and she's gonna try to go to Iran or Syria, and someone's gonna. Good luck. Greta is Swedish. That's all, dude. Jesus Christ, what a bad representative. Greta was just saying about woke protests tried to use. It's just, she's weird. What's up, Dirty Money? Yeah, like the war. Do you think they actually have nukes or close? I think I felt, guys. I'm the first one to be anti-war. I fought in a war that was basically lied to about weapons of mass destruction. They were never there. There's no way a country like that can ever build a weapon. You can, if you don't have running water, and there's certain things you don't have, the society can't build it. And with Iran, I'm sure Saddam tried, just like Iran's probably trying to. I'm 100% positive. At least, if I was a supreme leader like Kim Jong-un, or the Ayatollah, or Saddam, or Xi Jinping, or Russia, you got to have nukes. Like, you want to survive, you got to have the big boy boom booms. I'm sure they're trying. I'm sure they built a base, but they will never have one. And that's why we will never put boots on the ground anymore, because we already went through it. We went through it. When you have a society that's chanting death to America, you're basically, that side of the world is just not compatible with our Western beliefs, Even if you live in Italy to South America, they just, we're all, so they just can't have, and that's been the United States policy for how long, man? I mean, George Bush was telling Iran you can't have one. I mean, because no one can trust them, right? Why would you would never let a crazy person buy a gun or a boomstick or something? You know what I'm saying? So in our mind, like, those guys are crazy, man. And of course they're gonna try for a nuke, just like Saddam probably was trying to do it, but we can't. We don't even have to invade the country. Like, America, you think America is gonna send troops into Iran? You're fucking out of your mind. Well, we might build a base there. That would be great. I'm always down to build more bases all over the world. That's fantastic. We still have bases in Iraq. We still have bases in Afghanistan. We're never going to leave those places, ever. Ever, ever, ever. But to like this, the House has to pass it. There's no, like, and remember, guys, when you think about, like, America going to war, everyone will always think, on equal playing fields. Where's equal playing, like Iran, they can't even build their own tanks. They have no idea how to build a tank. Where's their army? Israel's been bombing the crap out of them, and their army's nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's their? They should be invading Israel right now. Iran. They were bombed all night. They still been bombed. Where's their military? They should be going across Iraq trying to invade Israel right now, but they can't. So when you think of, like, the United States going to war with anybody else, you got to put them on a scale where, we have so much equipment, we sell it to Israel, and we sell it to Ukraine, and we sell it to Taiwan. We have so much crap that that's, America's based on that stuff. We're based on building war machines and effing around and finding out. Our whole society's based on that. Go into someone's house, you'll find out. You'll find out. Our citizens are more armed than most federal countries, most countries, and most armies. Where's Bullseye Ben at, brother? I guarantee Bullseye Ben has more munitions and all that stuff than most countries combined. I can our civilian population, it's silly, guys. Like, this whole war with Iran, it's silly. I wouldn't, if I'm nervous, I'll tell you, and if it gets me nervous, I'll let you know. But now, well, like, maybe shit happens, things can go south pretty quick, but when you put one military against another, you got to remember, who builds the tanks, who mass produce, who can forge their own steel, stuff like that. Small arms won't topple any government. Small arms won't topple any government. Yeah, it will. What do you mean it won't topple? Small arms do more damage than nukes. Like, the weapon of mass destruction. What do you think a weapon of mass destruction is? A nuclear bomb? I think the most, what is it? I wish Ben was here. You can Google, what's a weapon of mass destruction is either a 22 caliber anything or an AK-47. An AK-47 has killed more people. That weapon has killed more people than anything in the world will ever. What year did you serve? What's up, Shaikh? Most people think like you. Nah, most people, thank you, man. Texas Gal. Farm life, hey, agreed. What's going on, Texas gal? Jesus is king. A king is king. Free Iran from Islam. Rainy girl 65. We all seen those Google pictures of girls, Iranian girls and like looking normal. They look pretty, man. Iranian girls back in the day, they look really hot. Drones, what's up, Selena? Drones, you got to give it time. You got to give drones time. Because an AK has been around since the 1950s, right? And it's a mass-produced rifle, and it's easy to use, and everybody uses it. So that rifle has killed more people than any nuclear bomb has ever, or any missile. So a weapon of mass destruction could be a rifle, you know. Make Iran great again? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. No one wants to see Iran go into shit, dude. Like, I want the moms and dads and brothers and sisters out there to have a good life and, you know, enjoy whatever they want to do. But there's 1% a bunch of douchebags out there that cause problems for everybody. And you know, Iranian people don't want it. I mean, imagine living in Iran your whole life, you know, being my age or a little older, and you see Iraq fall, you see Syria fall, you see Lebanon fall, you see Libya fall, Kuwait, you know, was invaded, so it fell, but it came back. You know, every nation state around you is collapsing one by one. Some do it in grace, some do it in a chaos, you know. Syria, Jordan had issues back in the day. So, I mean, they don't want to do this, dude. They've seen it. They don't want to be bombed. You know, they've seen Gaza get ripped apart. They've seen whatever group, you know, they don't care, dude. They just want to live a peaceful life. And that's why Israel's taking out the top commanders, right? Because we're going to try to do this Japanese surrender. You take out all the main dudes, it's total chaos. You get on the phone with the Emperor of Japan and go, hey, man, this can get ugly. And your life's next. And he'll go, hey, I'll just surrender. You know, the Japanese Emperor, the God King, surrendered the Japanese army, man. And that's what I think we're hoping for. And if not, you know, we'll just send Iran to a civil war and say good luck. The Americans won't have to deal with this shit anymore. That's a good thing. And probably all that propaganda crap that they pass on the internet. I'm sure, dude. Russia, I'm sure a lot of it comes from Iran and all these. What's up, dead man? Bunch of guys in sandals with AK-47s that fought America for 20 years. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Technically, dead man, you're right. A bunch of farmers with pitchforks overthrew the, you know, King George. You know, America, we were farmers with pitchforks, and now we're good to go. You know, we overthrow a king. Anyone could do damage, man. But these aren't dudes with, like, when farmers with pitchforks, you know, fought the American Revolution, those dudes were different than people in Iraq or Afghanistan. Like, people in Iraq, they can't throw like a rock. They don't know how to. They don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to count to 5. So if I say, hey, DJ Lagway, you know, we're going to clear this hallway, you got to hit the third door on the right. I can't tell which one's coming up, the door on your left or door on your right, but you got to hit one of them. They don't know their left from right. They don't know how to count. They don't know anything. So, like, they're not, I don't know, man. It's not the same. It sounds the same, but it's not. It's very, very different. It's kind of weird, to be honest. Most Iranians don't want the regime, yeah, 100%, Stuart. Yeah, no one wants to, like, I mean, you got to think, no one wants to put up with that crap, dude. Some, like, radical government that wants you to do, it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, any normal man in Iran's probably like, dude, this sucks. Like, America looks pretty cool. I want to go to Europe, like, go chase a pretty lady, you know? Like, they just want to do cool shit like every normal guy wants to do, right? Like every normal guy just wants to have fun and maybe, you know, see a pretty lady during the day. Like, you think they want to do all this crazy shit with that? No way, man. That's why we're hoping, man, to just, they just kind of overthrow their own government, go back to the way things were in the 70s, man. That would be ideal, you know? Free Iran for the mullahs, yeah. Did you guys see the Crown Prince of Iran? Iran call Al Khamenei, whatever his name is, a rat. What's up, Luke? Free America from AI. I don't know what that is. What's up? Photographo? I don't know. Yeah, free America. America's as free as you can be, brother. I mean, you want Americans to be more free? I don't know if we can, brother. That's a lot of freedom to handle. You know? I mean, we're so free that we can. You're so free that if you lay down in the street, you know, someone might you if you're okay. That's how free you are. Hey, sir, are you okay? Yeah, I'm just laying in the street because I want to be free. Someone would be like, rock on, brother. Now, you're so free out here, I don't think Americans can handle any more freedom, brother. Maybe, it's not about freedom out here anymore. It's about not being taxed to death. And every American can agree with that. He is considered by many to be a legitimate heir. Really? Hey, oh, I mean, he got kicked out, right? He got booted out. He had to, like, his whole family had to leave. Hey, man, whatever, like, just people in America just don't want crazy religion, man. We're not Americans. We're very religious in our own way, but we know that's not the right way to do things. We know that. We've been through that many a times for many years with religions, you know. You can be Catholic or this or that. Dude, just everyone just needs to calm their bones, you know. They just can't be a radical religious guy, man. They can't be a military dictator. Just, can we get normal people that we can make a deal with and just talk to over the phone like a normal person? You know, can we just have that? Hey, man, how's Iran doing? Oh, we're having problems. We have radical Muslims doing stupid shit. Hey, okay, cool, man. Do you need help? No, we got it. Hey, how's America? It's good. We have our, like, typical shooting every now and then, but other than that, we're okay. Oh, cool, man. What could we do business? What could we have? You know, what else do you want to do in life? You know, what else do you want to do in life? Oh yeah, we had another protest. You know, but it's not a big deal. I mean, you're allowed to do that here in America. It's okay. How is Iran doing? Oh, it's fucking hot, man. You know, I'm sick of this shit. I'm wearing this fucking bathrobe. Like I haven't seen a chick in 20 years. Like, oh. Fix that for you? Like, we could fix that. What about radical? I've never heard of that. What's up, Donald J. Blumpkin? What's up, Malcolm? Hallelujah. Yeah, right. Talk about Epstein. Ooh. Technically not a crown prince. You're right, dude. You're right. Technically not. Can't criticize blacks? Yeah, you can. I grew up in California, man. They're just normal people. You can criticize them just as much as you can criticize an alien. You know, we're here. criticize them. You can criticize anyone. Yeah, like my three best friends, or four, one of them passed away. One was Armenian and Turkish, full Mexican, full black, half Puerto Rican. Those were my those are my four best friends growing up, dude. I'm white and Mexican, so we had it's funny looking at me and my buddies in the elevator, you know, when we're all drunk and we all are yelling at each other or making fun of each other. Yeah, people get a little confused. It's funny, man. It's funny. It's supposed to be funny. I'm from Iranian. I support Israel. Hey, you know, that's good, man. Bala Bear. Hey, well, I'll show you a little bit of California, brother. There you go, man. Good, peaceful California. Bala Bear is the homie. Hey, Shane Schillis. Shane Schillis, what's up, brother? Yeah, Bala Bear, man. Yeah, dude, like, we get you, man. We get you. If I lived next to you, your neighbor, I wouldn't want to deal with the government's crap anymore, man. We're with you, man. We're with you, man. Like, I'm Mexican, and Mexico sucks. Like, that's why my whole family, I don't know, 100 years ago, ditched Mexico and came up to America. You know, if your country sucks, it sucks. Like, like, there's nothing you can do about it. It's not shameful. You know, if your football team sucks balls at playing football, you got to start firing people, right? You fire the head, you fire the quarterback. If your soccer team sucks, hey, man, you need firing players outside your country, like Ronaldinho or whoever. That's the only guy I know. I'm not a big, hey, what's up, Gold? How you doing? And their behavior is diabolical. I served in Afghanistan. I wanted to go to Tehran. Oof. You served in Afghanistan? Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Right now, Tehran is, you know, you don't want to go there, man. I wouldn't want to go. I don't know what's going to happen with Iran, dude. Yeah, it's going to be weird. That's going to be weird. You never know, man. You think USA puts boots on the ground in Iran? Shane Schillis. I love that name. What's up, Shane Schillis? I don't think so, man. No. Why? I mean, Iran, I don't think even has an army. Do they really have where is their army? Their army, you know? Imagine taking out the vice president, you know, of the United States. Imagine if someone bombed America and took out the second in command, the Joint Chiefs of Staff commander. You know, there'd be problems. No boots, no soldiers. I'm with you, Bear. Can you shout out my cousin? He just graduated, Gabe. Oh, yeah. Shame yourself? Shame. Well, Game of Thrones, shame. The girl walking down the street naked. Shame. Yeah, there's special forces in Yemen. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm sure there's special forces everywhere. Trump 2028 is real strong. Dude, the FBI, man. The FBI found, well, we all kind of knew it, right? If you've been following our political game for a while, the 2020 election was real sus. The paper mail-in ballots, real sus. It doesn't take a rocket science to cheat. I mean, if you're not cheating, not trying, that's my favorite saying. So and you're trying to win an election, you best believe someone on the other side is doing the same thing I'm thinking. You know, I'm not going to cheat because I don't want to go to jail or do anything dumb. But I know someone on the other side is going to cheat. And now the FBI comes out saying China was printing off a bunch of crap. I don't know, man. That's wild. I mean, cause chaos or save lives. And I'm not into saving lives. I don't know what saving lives. Like, how do you save a bunch of lives? You know. I went to Yemen and never came back. So you're right. They are there and they're still there. Yeah, sure. Yeah, don't, if you're afraid to die, don't do the dirty work. Yeah, it's sad that they died in Yemen, but that's the job. You know, I don't get sad when police officers die. I don't get sad when military people die. It's part of the job. You got to get over that. If you want to be if you want to be in my shoes, there, Devil Dog, you got to be over death. Hector is an un-American savage. Yeah. Candace James, I see you, brother. Hey, simplify, man. Are you gonna get them back? I don't. Who knows? America should stay out of the conflict. I'm with you on that, Gold. I think you and me both know that there's not gonna be no boots on the ground. I think we went as far as we should. Even blowing up that bunker, that nuclear site that everyone keeps talking about with this big, 30,000-pound JDAM or whatever bunker buster bomb. Do we need to? Like, let Israel just bomb that mountain to bits. They can drop 1,000 of those little bombs on it. They don't need one of our big ones. Let Israel can figure it out. They've been at war with like 3 different countries right now, and they've been kicking ass and taking names. They can figure it out. I'm with you on that, Gold. I'm with the surrendering, Iran surrendering to America. I know Trump said he's not going to be a peace negotiator. He's not doing no peace negotiations. It's a unconditional surrender. And a lot of our problems have come from Iran. So I'm okay with Iran folding or going into civil war. I don't think we need to be. I'm with you, Gold. We're over the Middle East. I'm okay with helping Taiwan and Ukraine and Israel, because we can't have a bunch of shitheads running the world, and at least we do pretty good business with Taiwan and Israel. That's above my pay scale. But if they want our old weapons and they want to buy it from us, sure. Let's make a deal, baby. We got a bunch of old shit I use. Dude, Gold. So, Sky Shield always impressed me. The Iron Dome. Yeah, they got a couple of those things. But Gold, you're kind of, what was I going to say before I got confused? No, totally forgot. Hypocrite? Israel? Yeah, I got you. Hypocrite? I'm a hypocrite? Okay. So be it, man. Oh, like I was watching the Army's 250-day parade. Oh, dude, this is pretty cool. Like, oh, shit. Like, they're rolling out our tank. Like, hey, some of the vehicles, like, okay, what I'm trying to say is, when I was looking at the parade, it went from like old school Revolutionary War to Civil War, the Union Army, and then it got to Global War on Terror, or Iraq, Afghanistan War, and I was like, oh, I was like with my nephews and my dad, I'm like, oh, that's all the stuff I used. And I sat back, I was like, oh shit, like, are we in the museum? There's already new stuff being made for the next war. All of our crap that we use, Gold, is like it's almost in the museum. That's what I meant. That's when I was looking at it. I was like, oh man, am I that old, bro? The weapons of mass destruction war. Yeah. Mental gymnastics. Hey man, you gotta stay strong and fit, brother. Dude, I almost. Hey, Bear Man, I like you on, dude. I like Bula Bear. You're a pretty cool dude. Iranian dude. We can speak. We can speak. There's some guys that come on here, you can't even have a conversation with. I'm telling you, my son is talking about joining. Really? Oh, Mama, I know. You got to be proud, though. You got to be proud. I know. It's like my nephew joined the Marine Corps. I know if your son joined the military and joined, but the Army, like you did, you'd be like, fuck. But one of them's gonna join. One of them's gonna look at you and be like, I want to do what she did. You got to be proud of that, though, man. You got to be really proud of that. I don't want him to. I know you don't. I know you don't, dude. No new wars, Trump 2024? Yeah. When you guys say, like, no new wars, does that mean, like, if America bombs Iran, you think there's going to be some, like, big war conflict? Because I don't think Iran even has a military. They can't even subdue Israel. It might be a little blimp on the radar, but a full-blown, like, 20-year war with Iraq, that ain't happening. And the 20-year war in Iraq or Afghanistan, we weren't fighting another military. We're just fighting a bunch of dipshits that wanted to come get some boys. And me and Gold and Ben, we lived, and I'm good. So, depends on what people define as war. It used to be very, very loose. Yeah, so long context. That's good. I got it. That's good, man. Yeah. War with who? I want to know. With Iran, a whole state? No. It's just what the leader. Oh, and all their leaders are dead, anyways. Well, war with Iran, there's no one to declare war on in Iran. They're all dead. Israel is moral. 80% of Iranians hate the regime, love Americans, and not like the frantic Arabs. Ari Host, that's a good one, brother. I salute you and thank you for your service life. Hey, Shane Gain Shellis. Yeah, I believe that, man. Most people in Iran just want to be left alone, man. And their government's driving them into this. They're the ones that chant death to America. And I remember, we're infidels, boys. According to the Iranian leadership, we're all infidels, I think that's racist, to be honest. I must be muted. Nah. K9 Nick, how you doing, brother? Semper Fi. That's the first time I've seen your name, man. It's hard. A lot of people, Good morning, handsome. Hey, what's up, Chin? How you doing? The Persian princess. How you doing, Chin? Yeah, we heard the same propaganda for the Iraq war. Yeah, but the Iraq war was handcuffed to 9/11, man. That's the difference. You think Americans are going to go to Iran to fight a war? No way, man. It's like, we don't give a fuck. But after 9/11, yeah, a country was going to die. A whole country was going to perish. After 9/11, oh yeah, everyone was going to die. Yeah, America, I was alive when that happened. Obviously, everyone was on board to go to war. Everyone, even if you weren't, you had no choice. That was probably the first time, and probably the last time, there was an influx of we it didn't matter. Pick someone on the map, we're gonna go. Iraq, one we knew, it was either Iraq, Iran, North Korea, China, Russia. And Iraq's gone, Iran's gone, North Korea's gonna collapse because they showed their cards. Tehran has more Americans, which is sad. Yeah, there's some Americans that are retarded. They put the U.S. flag floor on the Tehran University. Students wouldn't walk on it. I saw that. Bulla Bear. I saw that. Well, dude, people, that's like, I wouldn't walk on the Iran flag either. I'd be like, nah, man. Like, you don't want to do that. Like, people love their country. You don't want to fucking, what are we doing? Like, wait, it's 2025, fellas. We're trying to go to Mars. Let's build a moon base. Let's get out of our own way. That's what I think Bulla Bear is like doing that. I think Shillis, I think we're all in the same boat, man. We're just trying to figure it out. I've been burning Mexican flags. Dude, Mexican people. So like I still like my aunt still has family in Mexico. A lot of people that I know, even my own family's still in Mexico. We don't want to be in Mexico because Mexico sucks. And I'll never forget my aunt said this the other day, or like maybe a year ago. She goes, it's really sad when you tell people where you're from because the country's so shitty, and it's embarrassing, it's like, oh yeah, you're Mexican. Oh, so you don't live in Mexico. Oh, why? Oh, well, there's no fresh water that's run by the cartels. You can go on and on with the problems in Mexico. It's embarrassing, man. Like, people in Mexico don't even want to live in their own country because it sucks. It sucks so bad, dude. And if your country sucks, it's because of your government's doing something to make it suck, Like in California, our government does things to piss everyone off, and it makes California suck. That's why a lot of people moved out of California for the first time ever. Since the shutdowns, I think 1.5 million people have left California. I know people I grew up with, they left their own hometowns. They don't want to be here anymore because the government makes it suck. If the government makes it suck, you got to get out of there, man. You got to get out. You're not attached to your, you didn't get to choose where you were born, right? Like if you're from Mexico, it sucks. Like you're not attached to that country because you were born there. You get to choose. That comes from within. That's freedom, baby. And if you want to be American, sure. If you want to, that's the only thing. Honestly, that's the only thing else you can be. Because you can't, if you're Iranian, you can't move to Mexico, but you can move to America and be American. Can you not? There's little Tokyo, little Taiwan, little Bangladesh. I live by all the little cities with little Vietnam, little Saigon, and then I look at them. I don't think they're from Philippines or Vietnam. I do, they're probably more American than I am. Because they know that Vietnam sucks. That's why they came here and they want to be American. So they kind of adapt and change, man. It's pretty sweet. Make sure you leave those crappy votes in California. Hey, man, I'm working on it, brother. I'm working on it. It's more not crazy. It's hard though, man. It's hard. People are insane out here. I mean, people live in La La Land too, man. It's pretty wild stuff. Hey, dude, I don't think I had any. Bobo, are you still on, man? Or Gold? I won the Geographic Lottery. Yeah, I think anyone that just, dude, I mean, luck, bro. Like, we have a couple, Native American folk on here that have some Native American blood, and thank God things just worked out, man. Thank God my family somehow ended up jumping the border and getting here and getting the paperwork. It's all a shit show, man, but You know, if you can be an American. There's no Americanized testing. You know, there's no test you have to take to show your loyalty. There's none of that, man. All you have to do is come here and just do your own thing and leave people alone. Help the weak, protect the children, you know, and stand up for what you believe in. Don't push a narrative on anyone, and you're more American than most already. Now it's that simple, boys. Make sure you leave those. Yeah, man. And dude, I think a lot of those. I think California has been faking their votes for a long time, man. I truly believe that. And we're all legal. That's right, brother. Another good thing about Mexico is it's not too far to deport the. You know what, dude? And here's the truth, man. Here's the truth about Mexico and all. It's not Mexico, because if you live in Mexico by the border, you know, you're pretty in a good spot. You know, you can. So here's the deal, guys. So when you know, a while ago, you're able to drive into Mexico and Mexico into California whenever you wanted. There was no ID check. There was no. It was just, if you wanted to go, you go, and if you want to come back, you come back. You know, sometimes they would pull you over at the checkpoint to check your car or just check your license, and very minimal. You know, so that's a good thing, because a lot of people like me would drive down to Mexico and do my thing down there, and a lot of people from Mexico would drive up to California, do their thing, and it was just easy. And something happened within the last like 10 years. It got ruined really quick. I'm talking from like 2010 to 12, Mexico is fine. It started hitting the fan like 2014. And then all these weird, funky rules started going in, and all the immigrants. So my point is, if us and Mexico were doing this thing where no one was getting hurt, there wasn't a big problem, something happened where everybody that doesn't live in Mexico started flowing through Mexico and then getting to the border. And that pissed off people in Mexico, you know, because that ruined the good thing we had. You know, that ruined a lot of good things, man. And now the borders are, you can't. I'm not going across the border anytime soon. I won't go for 20 years, dude. I will never go probably back to Mexico ever. You know, it's just not worth it, man. Before, it was easy, man, and everyone was cool. There was no problems, and something happened where a lot of forced migration came up from South America into Mexico and through the border. Like people in Tijuana and Rosarito, like the mom and dads, I'm sure they get fucking pissed off, dude. I am 100% sure they get so pissed off that, you know, random people are walking through there, and it's ruining the good thing, you know. Anyways, Devil Dogs, I'm out of here, man. I got to get to it. I got another VA appointment, but just an eye exam, so I'm all good. I'm getting my new glasses. These are my old ones. How do I look? I think it's time for, these are about like 20 years old. Ooh. Another good thing, Mexico. Oh yeah, and yeah, people in Mexico, you know, it's sad, man. Sad day. But anyways, Devil Dogs Gold, I'm out of here. Bobo, E, Howard, Semper Fi, brother. I'm out of here, fellas. I'm gonna go get me some, and then have a good Wednesday. Check out the videos, like, subscribe, stay tuned, and well, I'll be live tomorrow. Probably. Anyways, boys, Semper Fi. Peace.